Oh, hello. It's me, Spider-Man. What's up, guys? It's me, John Avenger, once again. I'm just reading a comic of the Fantastic Four with Spider-Man on it. Peter Parker Spider-Man. Welcome to my podcast of Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse, the first one. I got to take this off a little bit so you guys can see my face. Finally doing it, Josh. I'm going to try not to get a copyright infringement. This is the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse from 2018, not the second one, which I'm going to do in August. I'll try to keep it as low as I can. Hope you guys enjoy my costume. This is my costume I'm going to wear at Comic-Con. I got to just do this. But when I can't wear this, I'm going to just go like this so people can see my face. Here we go, Spider-Verse. I put the subtitles also. That's a cool opening, though. I will give it that. I got to keep it low because I don't want to get a copyright infringement. Sony will hound me for life if I do. The other one was just just in case. There's association with Marvel. Yes, I know. The next one's supposed to come out in about 2 years. But they got to cast a live action Miles by next year. Because Miles is supposed to be in Secret Wars. Here we go. It's only an hour and 48 minutes, so it's nice and short. It's not 2.5 hours. I can't fast forward it, so when I get to the Marvel Stinger, I'll just skip it. Approved by the Comics Code Authority, yeah. Here we go. Hope Josh is going to join me. 42, yeah, I think that's a reference to the comics. There's Peter Parker. He starts the movie swinging. People said, this is the greatest movie of Spider-Man that's ever existed. I'm sorry, but 2 is still my favorite movie. With great power comes great responsibility. Yes, I know that. You have Spider-Man 2. You got the first movie. It looks great on this TV, I must say. I did this. That was funny with Spider-Man 3. Yes, he did that, but not in the suit. I'm a comic book. I'm a serial. Did a Christmas album. I know. I have an excellent theme song. I know. 60s. And a so-so popsicle say. I remember that popsicle. There's Kingpin. That's Chris Pine's voice as Peter Parker, even though they kill him off in the opening. It was ballsy to do that because then we have Miles and then we have Peter B. Parker, etc. Mm-hmm. No, there's multiple actually. I still prefer the red and blue because again, that's the Spider-Man I grew up with. There's Miles, my boy. Mm-hmm. The headphones. Shamik Moore does a great job as Miles' voice, but he's not a kid. He's in his 20s. You can tell. Rio speaking Spanish. Again, that's not important to the character because it sounds like a black kid trying to speak Spanish for the first time. And I still think this animation is not the best animation that Marvel's ever done. Because again, subtitles, people either give her subtitles or don't let her spin. They only do that because this actress is going to be in the next Spider-Man movie, Brand New Day. Again, half of her dialogue is in Spanish. I'm like, I already get that, guys. Goodbye. It's not important. He's more of a black kid than a Hispanic kid. It's only his last name. He takes his mother's last name and not his father. His father's last name is Davis because his uncle is Davis, Aaron Davis. A lot of black kids dress up as him, and I get it. Because like I said, we have to make him ethnic so he could connect with Latinos. I'm Latino, and I don't care. I don't care. To me, it's been one of the most least interesting things about Miles. He's a dark-skinned Afro. He doesn't have an Afro in the games, but he looks more like his dad than his mom. Yeah. It's funny because I'm more like my mom than my dad. And this is Brian Tyree Henry is the voice of Miles' dad. They're like, "Oh, they speak Spanish. That's hilarious, right?" No, my parents will laugh, but I don't care. I don't give a shit. You're an old man. Not really. Brian Tyree Henry's in his 40s. Spider-Man. I mean, this guy swings in once a day, zip, 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 like in his mask, and answers to no one, right? No masks. Don't cops run red lights? He connected more with a black audience and a Latino audience. It's like with the late Chadwick Boseman. You gotta be the. I gotta keep this low. I don't want to get a copyright infringement. I really don't. You saw that said Vision. Wink, wink. This wasn't even my favorite movie of 2018 because Infinity War left me really emotionally stunned. This was just like a cute movie for kids. It's a kids movie, guys. It's a PG movie. They're not gonna make a dark Miles movie with that's PG-13 or R. He's a good guy? No, Uncle Aaron is a criminal. And they showed him in Spider-Man Homecoming, which was a year before this. Josh thought this was going to work. It does work. It did work. Because you have Miles. He's completely different from Peter Parker. He's younger than him. He's part black. He's part Hispanic. And he goes to a boarding school instead of like public school. Plus, he's from Brooklyn, not Queens. My mom didn't even like this movie, and she loves speaking Spanish. But the thing is that it didn't connect with her. This animation is going to be divisive. That's why this movie didn't make $1 billion. The second one did better, but that's only because it came out in the summer, not in December when it's freezing out. I love you, Dad. Yeah. I say I love you to my father. I'm more connected to my mother. Plus, not MJ. Gwen is voiced by an Asian woman, not a white woman. Yeah. See, it says visions, fundamental particles. Great expectation. Yeah, they have to bombard them with school. It's like Hogwarts for kids of color. Not a lot of kids of color at Hogwarts, Josh. There's like 2 black kids and like an Asian, and that's it. They don't have much diversity in Hogwarts. Now they will in the new TV show. There's Catherine Hahn. Yes, she did this before she did WandaVision. There's Gwen. She comes about 8 minutes in the sequel, it's mostly about her. I'm like, the first 15 minutes don't even have Miles in the freaking movie. I'm like, why would you tease us like that, guys? And they call that movie a great sequel. You know, Luke showed up in the beginning of Empire Strikes Back. He didn't show up 15 minutes in after they showed the Star Destroyer. Captain Hahn is Doc Ock's sister, not Otto Octavius. Every choice that we make will create countless other possibilities. Yes, I know. A what if to infinity. Wink, wink. %? Is to know which answers are right. Miles is not dumb. He's a smart kid. That's the thing. He's much younger than Peter is. Because Shamik, I saw him at Comic-Con. I didn't see him. I didn't meet him, but I saw him from a distance, and I'm like, he's a black guy. He's Jamaican descent. He's not Spanish at all. Because when he speaks it in the second movie, he sounds like a black guy speaking Spanish. It just sounds off. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Visions again. Wink, wink. But I better keep this low. I don't want to get a copyright infringement. There's a lot of copyrighted music in this movie. I don't want Sony to hound me. I don't know why the chat is empty. I guess they don't want to see a kids movie. But hey, at least I'm going to do this. At least I'm committed to the bit. I'm going to wear this at Comic-Con with my eyes like this. I can't do this for this podcast because then I can't see anything. So I keep it like this and I'll be fine. Uncle Aaron, voiced by Mahershala Ali, the guy that won an Oscar, yet he's still not Blade. What's up, Marvel? You gonna cast him? Is he gonna be Blade or not? You can't wait till he's 55 years old. When they cast Wesley Snipes, he was in his 30s back in '98. So, yeah, I can put this up now. Yeah, this is formatted, so it's not widescreen, but I don't care. I just wanted to see it to get it done. See, why do you think he hangs out more with people that aren't Spanish than his mom? Because his mom is a cameo in this movie. His Uncle Aaron he's hangs out with, his dad, and with these white people, like film noir Spider-Man and Peter Porker, Spider-Ham and Peter B. Parker, and what else? I forgot who the other one was, and of course Gwen, who's white but voiced by an Asian. So yeah. Also, people got to stop saying something that's with a black audience is woke, because you don't even know what that means. More music, got to keep it low. Hey man, tell me your art teacher made you a restricted area. How do you know about this place? Engineering job. You mean a heist? He could barely climb the thing. So when people see my face in this costume, yeah, don't get your expectations too high. I dress like him because I wanted to be Spider-Man at least once. Brooklyn, yeah, I know. He's from Brooklyn, not Queens. This costume is comfortable. I'm not gonna wear it outside in the summer. It's too hot for that. You're on your own, Miles. Yeah, he will be in the next movie. Mostly. It's just so what happened. There's a spider. Alchemax 42. Josh says I want to join because he's scared. I'm not scared, dude. I'm doing this because for me. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I remember that song. Yeah. Again, the soundtrack is mostly black and Spanish music. That's about it. They're like, we're going to make $1 billion by appealing to both minorities, but what about white people? That's read the comics too. Most of them wrote the comics. Stan Lee didn't write Miles because he was already like old by the time Miles showed up in 2011. Yep, he gets bit right in the neck instead of the hand. I wasn't upset in Wakanda when Bozeman had to speak in whatever African language that was, because he's African. But that movie, they at least subtitled it. Here, they don't. Why? Because they automatically assume that we know it, what they're saying. I'm like, no, because when Sean saw Logan, he's like, I don't know what she said. I'm like, yeah, because they don't subtitle it because sometimes Marvel's lazy. When it comes to foreigners, you got to put subtitles or don't make them speak another language, you dumbasses. Especially Sony. I'm not. I'm not. I can't. They can't see me. I'm gonna have to put the other light on. Hold on. How about this? Is that better? Is that better? Can you guys see me better? No, it's about the same. It's fine. Vision. Again, Vision is one of the Avengers, the one that died in Infinity War, which came out of his pants don't fit. Yeah, you guys could see me. Yes, I know you hit puberty. Well, not Shamik Moore. He already hit puberty before this movie came out. This was 2018. It was like late teens, early 20s when he did this. There it is. There's their meet cute. Why are you so sweaty? It's a puberty thing. But I'm done. I'm a man. We know. You're not South African. You're Asian. Oh yeah. Hey, I like this. He touches on the shoulder and says, "Hey," because you're a kid. Here it comes. That's funny. Yes, I saw this with a crowd in college. Yep, he rips her hair out. It's an accident. Yep, don't ever pull a girl's hair out of her head. She might never forgive you. And we know they're going to kiss in the next movie. That's completely predictable. It's not puberty. It's just the spider powers are kicking in. I do like his invisible suit. Like that. That's cool. That's completely different from Peter. As people are like, this is a masterpiece. It's one of the greatest Marvel movies ever made, but it didn't make the money that a masterpiece makes, guys. Sorry. It made about 300 million. And that sounds like a lot, but it came out at the wrong time. December, not good for Spider-Man unless you're a No Way Home. That made over $1 billion. And again, this animation is not going to be for everybody. Some people look at some of the visuals in this are going to be very seizure inducing for people that suffer from epileptic seizures. I know that's why my mom didn't like it. So that pink background is a little weird. It's a comic book movie. I get it, guys, but less is more. This didn't cure my ADHD like other movies did. Those comic book panels are pretty funny because they subtitle it, so they do the work for me. Like you said, you don't want to read, yeah, but if you're gonna put Spanish in a movie, put the subtitles or don't let them speak it at all. See Salas, that's Spanish too. Security. Plus, it's good that they put the holiday album because it is Christmas in July. That is a cool visual. And why did I get Miles's costume? Because they didn't have a Peter Parker costume that was worth it. Plus, I was Peter Parker already when I saw Spider-Man 3 in the theater in 2007. It is funny, I'll give it that. A lot of the comedic touches are definitely Spider-Man here. Because usually, like even Pixar movies did better than this movie. I mean, look at Incredibles 2. That made $1 billion. Toy Story 4, that made $1 billion after this. True, there's the original comic. That's pretty meta. Please stop sticking. Please keep. There's multiple versions of you, Miles. There's Spider Girl. There's Spider Gwen, aka Ghost Spider. You have Peter P. Parker Spider-Man. You have the film noir. You have Spider-Man 2099. Spider-Man Unlimited, which is a different version. Yes, it is. Let me shut off this phone for now. Yeah, it's like I'm afraid you're going to trash this movie. I'm not trashing this movie. It's well made. I never said it was a bad film. I just don't think it's a masterpiece. Everybody said this is a masterpiece. This is better than the first two Sam Raimi movies, which to me are near masterpiece. Yes, there can't be, but they came out at the right time, guys. After 9/11, we needed heroes that were lighter. We couldn't have Dark Knight would have bombed if it came out in 2002 because it was the wrong time. Batman Begins came out about 3 years after Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, which made sense. It was after, DC Marvel proved that they could put these characters to life, and it worked. These visuals are pretty cool. The third act is a lot to deal with. The flashy, phonetic animation. It gives me a headache a little bit. At the very end, when he's on the train with Kingpin and all that, that's a lot. It's a lot to take visually. Here at home, I could deal with it because I'm at home, and I don't have to deal with, too much flashy imagery in my face. Because the second one was a lot. Like the first 15 minutes was like an artist's wet dream on the big screen. I'm like, good stuff, but I think you do too much, guys. Less is more. You don't need 35 characters in one movie. There's at least 2 characters they could have cut from across the Spider-Verse. Like I said, the Spider-Punk guy and one of the villains. Here comes Peter Parker. That Brooklyn is not zoned for that. Yeah, it is. Man, why is Green Goblin the size of a kaiju in this? This is a cool scene. I don't own this movie because it's hard to find it. It's real cheap on Amazon. I got the second one on Black Friday 2 years ago. That's awesome. I want to do more comic book movies. Superman was a breath of fresh air, and it was not seizure-inducing. And it's shorter than the second Spider-Verse movie, clocking in at 2 hours and 9 minutes, with the end credits and the 2 post-credit stingers. It doesn't matter if this is full screen. You guys aren't going to see a thing. Some people cried in this movie. I'm like, it's got its emotional moments. I need more. He saves him, of course, because, again, he can't use his powers correctly yet. That's a cool image. Yep, I saved you, little buddy, because you're going to carry the next MCU movies in phase 6 or 7. Yep, Spider Sense. He has it too. But his is green. Yep. You don't want to be, again. Unlike the hobo, at least he's not running away from his destiny. That's the classic Spider-Man costume I love, red and blue. This is black and red and black, like Shadow or Darth Maul. Pine does a fine job as Peter Parker, even though he's on screen a couple of minutes. It's a great scene, though. It really is. People are like, oh, no, John, you should have done this like a couple years ago. I didn't have this movie physically, so I had to watch it on streaming. I'm watching it on FXM because it's the whole movie is just full screen and it has commercial breaks, but that's okay. I never have to watch it here again. I'll just get the Blu-ray. That looks cool. It looks like a mix between Deadpool and Spawn. It's a cool looking costume. Now Miles is going to be the new Prowler again. That's interesting. Something different. Your hero in another timeline is the villain. That's interesting. Kingpin is a good villain, but he's more Peter Parker's villain than Miles. The second movie, The Spot, was cool, but I wanted more of that and less of freaking Miguel. I don't care about Miguel. He has a cool costume. I'm sick of I'm sick of discount Pedro Pascal, Oscar Isaac. I'm sick of him, guys. Sick to death of that man being in everything. He's just taking roles that Pedro Pascal said no to, like X-Men Apocalypse and Star Wars. And he's in too much. Thank God he's not in this movie. He's only in the sequel. There's Kingpin. He looks awesome here. Look at that. Look at that face. Oh, please, audiences love this. I was going to see this in the theater, but they always sold out in Regal. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just see it at home. I don't have to worry about nothing. It's only 12:27. We're about 25 minutes in. There's more music. I see multiple dimensions opening. Yeah, just like in the last Superman movie with the pocket dimension and all that. That was cool. I'm shocked that the chat is off today. I guess people are outside today because it's hot out. I had to stay home. Well, I went out earlier, but I didn't want to be out in 95-degree weather. Not in this costume. I'll melt. Yep, there it is. The Spiderverse. Whee! There's Gwen. Yeah, really weird. Wilson. Because is it a coincidence that the lady that was in this movie and Across the Spider-Verse and Transformers Rise of the Beast is going to be in Brand New Day? Of course she is. They got to throw in a Latina in there somewhere. We all know Miles is going to be in the next movie. It's just not going to be the main focus. They're going to introduce him possibly in a post-credit stinger. Going to see those headphones and that black suit, and people are going to lose their freaking minds. Now he's dead. It's a flash drive. For the Collider. Yeah, this movie also had a simpler plot. With the second movie, they just went absolutely nuts, man. They went from this isn't going to be a Spider-Verse. It's going to be the entire movie is going to be just multiple realities, even live action. Even though this is a cartoon, not live action, but whatever. That's why the second one didn't win the Oscar. It went to The Boy and the Heron because they showed live action footage of uh, Donald Glover as the Prowler or whatever, because that's what he played in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Why is Peter Parker blonde in this version? Weird, right? He's usually a brunette because Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were brunettes, and so was Tom Holland. That Prowler is scary. Like, he's a scary looking dude. Like I said, he looks like Spawn and Deadpool had a baby with the Phantom, with the purple Phantom. That's pretty dark for a kids movie. That Peter Parker dies the first 28 minutes of the movie. That would upset me if this was if it was a movie about him and not Miles. But with Miles, I get it. He's a new character. They wanted to focus on him, and it worked. He's a way cooler villain than the freaking Miguel was. Not gonna call him Spider-Man. He's barely a Spider-Man. He wears a blue suit, and his suit looks cool. But like I said, just like with Vigilante, a cool suit doesn't make a great character. In Peacemaker, and like Peacemaker's a cool character, no matter what version of him it is. That's a cool character. But with Vigilante, I like his suit. That's it. Don't like the actor playing him. He's a Brit. That means he's dead to me. If they cast Miles and it's some British dude, it's not going to work because he's not supposed to be British. He's supposed to be black and Spanish. That's all. Maybe part white, but that's it. Don't you dare cast a British guy. It's not going to work this time. It's just Sony trying too hard to be diverse, even though that didn't work for the Sony Spider-Man-less movies like Kraven the Hunter, and the Venom movies and Madam Web and Morbius. They all sucked. There wasn't one good one in the pile. The first Venom made me sick. It came out the same year as this. This at least was competent. It didn't make me ill. That's a cool visual. The cars look real too. They don't look like cartoons. This is a kids movie, guys. It's PG, so it's for kids and families. The Tom Holland movies are more adult. They're PG-13. And Deadpool is for adults, not kids. That was a cool scene when he hugs his dad. I get it. Oh, yeah, now you put the subtitles? Plus, in this movie, for some reason, this Rio looks like Jennifer Lopez. Why? Why does she look like Jennifer Lopez? She looks nothing like the actress that voices her. Yeah, she looks nothing like her. Because the actress in real life, what is her name? Lisa Colon Yaez or something, whatever the hell her name is. She looks nothing like that. She's lighter skin and looks nothing like her. Oh, you think you're Dora, that you're going to teach kids both English and Spanish? No, you're not Dora. Because in the second movie, they're like they put way too much Spanish in that movie, more than in Logan. Logan is in the second half of the movie, and with the nurses, with the New Mutants. But here, it's like every other scene in the second movie. Oh my God! I'm like, shut up, please. I'd rather see a movie in German than than hear that, because I hear it at home all the time with my parents, but they're not here because they went on vacation. Multiple sources are confirming that Peter Parker, a 26-year-old grad student and part-time photographer, died. Yeah, I know. For at least a decade. Wow. Miles doesn't even get into this costume until near the end of the film. See, everybody's on their phone. Times Square, 42nd Street. That's Manhattan. That's a cool image of his image right next to Spider-Man. Yep, you saw they're selling costumes of him. That's what happened with Hulk Hogan after he passed away. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. I miss you, man. Thanks, Stan. I miss you, man. Always in my heart, man. Always in my heart. Without you, there wouldn't have been a Spider-Man to begin with. Red and blue, you can't go wrong with that. He also has the hoodie the Tom Holland version. There's Mary Jane. This version of Mary Jane. This humor is great. The humor is great in the movie, mostly. It's the Spanish and the third act that I can't stand in the movie. The flashy imagery, not the humor. Because also Scorpion also speaks Spanish. Why? Because this movie was written by people that don't know how we act. They think we're all loud and we speak in 150 words a second. No, I don't talk like that, guys. I'm not a stereotype. I'm not. That is also a cool image. In the snow, again, that was the end of No Way Home. They took the step. Coward. Oh, you're great, Miles. Like, he makes me laugh, man. Just the visual gags. That's what this movie is, right? Visual storytelling. Cracks his neck. He's a Spider-Man with swagger. I love that. That's right. Jump. Whoop! Not my shoes. Ah! Oh, poor Miles. Just like in the first Sam Raimi movie when he hits the wall. Oh no! Not the flash drive. It's destroyed. Electricity buzzes. More music. Yeah, you see the little notes here. Is that a commercial? Yeah, it is. Let me keep it low. It's fun. I'm glad I'm doing this. I did Despicable Me 3 already. I got to do 4 and the Minions sequel. and I've done all of those until the new one comes out, Minions 3. Angry Birds, yeah, I saw both of those. And what was the other one? Hotel Transylvania, yeah, 3. Transylvania. Here we go. Back to the movie. That snow looks great. Because he has an Uncle Aaron, not an Uncle Ben. Miles. Aunt, I don't know. I don't think I saw it. I think his aunt is in the second movie, but I'm not doing that next week. I'm going to wait 2 weeks. And then you guys will see me upstairs in the costume again because I'm trying to get into character. Peter Parker, 1991 to 2018. There's another character. There's Peter B. Parker, voiced by Jake. What was it? Jake Johnson. He's a good Peter Parker. He was underused in the sequel. I don't know why they did that. Jake freaking Johnson. Yes, the guy from Let's Be Cops and a bunch of other stuff as well. Yep. He looks more like the Garfield version. Who are you? That's great. My name is Peter B. Parker, like Michael B. Jordan. Radioactive Spider, yes, I know. No Venom in these movies. I don't know why. Yeah, I know the rest. You saved the city, blah, blah, blah. You got married. You had a kid who's in the sequel, the baby May Parker, I believe. Yeah. Named after his aunt. I broke my back. Yeah, that was in the very Aunt May. My wife and I split up. That was sad. See, this movie has adult problems in it, but it doesn't wallow in self pity like the Amazing Spider-Man did. So he's flip-flipping channels. Seahorse. Yeah, seahorse is made for life. I know that. And also the males carry the babies. That's a really cool image. See, this movie has a lot of visual good cues that are really well done. But when it's throwing all these things in my face, it's a problem, especially at the end. So it's really weird. Yep, he's turned into a Spider-Man as well. That's a cool looking mask too. It's the same costume as Peter Parker, with the blonde hair. This costume's going to be fun to wear at Comic Con. I can't do this though. If I'm doing this, I'm going to be covering my eyes and I won't be able to see. So I got to just do it like this for now. When I get to the convention, I could wear the thing. Because before I get to the convention, I'm just going to take my hoodie off. Because Venom was a disgrace compared to this movie. That movie made me sick. This was at least well made. Baby showers. That's supposed to be bridesmaids. And blonde. That was kind of perfect. It's like looking in a mirror. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you electrocuted him. Miles falls on his own feet. That was awesome. Yeah, because he spread web and he used his chest to swing, even though it's an accident. Keep the music down. It's great. It's like a comic book panel. He's still out. I'm gonna die. No, you're not. The movie's only about halfway through. We're 40 minutes in. A homeless corpse? He's not homeless. He has his own apartment. Oh, Snowman. Do you want to build snowman? Muffled hip hop music. Again, that's a big influence in this movie. All right, thanks, New York. Why is the screen black? Oh, there we go. He's waking up. Yes. Quantum, just like in the Ant-Man movies. This is all connected, guys. Sony's Marvel characters and Fox and New Line Cinema and the MCU. Yeah, they're all connected. People got to stop acting like they're not because they are. We saw characters from Netflix shows show up in the MCU. Kingpin, Daredevil. Yeah, so that means it's all connected. No, Peter, no. Rio's in like 3 scenes in this movie. She's not a main character. They put in the second one. They put her, give her more screen time, but I just don't find her interesting. She's there so that Miles is part Spanish. Again, he could have just been black, and it would have been the same reaction from me. He's a he's a ethnic Spider-Man. I get it, guys. As a person of color, I'm not white. I get it. Brooklyn under Fist Tower. Mm-hmm. Vancouver. Who cares, D? He does have a kid in the second movie. You said they see them walking on the walls. Well, Miles can't walk on the walls. He has to climb with his hands, and he's missing a shoe. So I got to do that pose at Comic Con because I wasn't gonna wear a mask to cover my face. So I'm like, no, this doesn't cover my. It only covers my eyes. See, I look great. I guess, but I look like Lucy Loud. Yes, he's eating a burger. That burger does look delicious. Disinfect the mask, yeah. In the suit, heavy on the joints. You don't want to in chafing. Yeah, that's why I'm wearing shorts. Hudson Valley, New York. Deadpool knows Spider-Man in the comics, and girls, characters like Miss Marvel, they know who Miles is. They're in the same. No, no capes. The only Spider-Man with a cape is the Unlimited. I infiltrate the lab, find the head scientist computer. That lady with the bicycle I saw in the documentary. Cool. Step three: I re-examine my personal biases. I hack the computer. It's not technically then. Now, I just lost my train of thought. Download the important stuff, and I know what. See it. I grab a bagel from the cafeteria and I run. Stay here. You're a lookout. Brocovo Spider-Man. Because nobody cared that the voice of the girl in Wish, Ariana DeBose, whatever, is part Spanish because her movies flop. Told you they can't sell a movie. They just can't. Most of them can't because they expect things from us. Hiding in the vents, yeah, just like in Die Hard. She has an afro too. It's very frizzy hair, nappy hair. Clackety, clackety, clackety. That's fun. This movie's all. It's fun. It's a fun movie. I never said it was bad, guys. If you guys said that it was bad, you're lying to yourselves because I never said these movies are bad, but they're not for everyone. He listens to music on his headphones. That's what keeps me relaxed. He turns invisible. That's the worst. Yep, she heard something. She's not stupid. Yeah, he turns invisible. That is cool. I think Spawn can also do that, and of course the Vision can do that. I turn on the charm. He's wearing sweatpants. That's funny. These are kind of like sweatpants. Look, yeah, the cool looking costume. I'm glad I got this for my birthday. It is fascinating. She's not the main villain though. You know, the Kingpin is. It's like when I went to Comic Con, there were other people dressed up as Mario, but there were different versions. You had Mario with the was it the foxtail or whatever, the Leaf Mario. You had the one from the '93 movie. You had Mario with the cape, I think. Yeah. So there's all kinds of Mario's. Olivia Octavius, not Otto. Otto's the man. That's a sexy outfit.